Lake City. All right. Hey Leo, I'm your astrologer Wonder Girl, and I'm here to give you your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, July 10th to Sunday, July 16th. All right, now what we got going on for you, Leo, is at the end of last week, the very end, and into this week, we had a full moon happening in your 6th house, conjunct Pluto, okay, opposing your 12th. All right, and your 6th house is your house of like job and daily routines and work in some way, and your 12th is your house of like insides and like internal stuff going on here. So I think what's happening as you're coming into this week is you're really trying to step into a new life, with a new daily routines, with a new thing going on in your job and at work and just in your day-to-day, a new practical existence and reality, perhaps one that you've been trying to formulate for some time to be more along the lines of what it is that you really want in life. And I think this week you're having to learn how to step into all of these changes that have come, maybe end some of these changes so that you can be more peaceful and find more comfort in your life and not have to worry about some crazy stuff happening every day in your daily routines that make you feel uncomfortable. All right, so that's what's happening there. While you're feeling that, I think you're also wanting to communicate more with people around town, all right, with what's going on with you, with how you're feeling in some way, because we have Mercury in your 1st house and a sextile with Jupiter in your 3rd of communication, and especially with communication with people that are close to you physically, that live around you, around town in some way, okay? And I think what you're gonna have to do while you're trying to end all these crazy changes that you've got going on in your life, you've maybe had like some really busy days and routines, I think you're also trying to communicate more with people about who you are, what you want, what's going on with you, all right? That I see being really, really pretty there. Now, while you're kind of communicating about these things, I do think that there is another story going on in the background where things are gonna be a little slower for you, and a little more frustrating, perhaps than you would like, okay? And that's because we do have Venus here, which is in your 11th house of goals, all right, and of your dreams for the future, making some frustrating aspects here with Mars in your 12th and with Uranus over here in your 9th of something new. All right, so I think what you're trying to do is really just to reach some of your dreams in life and to feel more comfortable being yourself, doing something that's really, really important to you and what you feel called to do in some way. And I think you're feeling like this thing you want to do that is a big goal or a big dream of yours isn't quite falling into place as you would like, is a little uncomfortable in some ways with you personally. Maybe you're still having to work out some internal stuff in regards to some of your goals in order for you to move forward. So I think that could be a little hard for you. I think also you could be feeling a little frustrating about how you're expanding your life and about some new thing you're doing and whether or not it can help you reach your goals, and just feeling a little frustrated there, okay? And not that these things can't work out for you. They're semi-squares. Semi-squares indicate they will work out. You just need to be patient, okay? You need to be calm and you need to wait here for better days to arrive when things will move quicker. But in the meantime, you just kind of gotta sit and wait and work through some things. While that's going on, we also do have Uranus over here making a semi-square as well with Neptune, is in your 8th of changes. So you know, all the way around here, you see this, we've got some frustrating things happening as well, where you're really having to also be patient on something new you're doing to change your life in a direction to be more what you want it to be and to be more who you want to be. You just gotta wait, you gotta be patient. Now, it's not that you're just gonna sit around twiddling your thumbs all week. There's stuff you can do to use this time productively, and the things that you can do here really lie within what Mercury is doing. Mercury is making some quincunxes this week to other planets. Now, quincunxes are positive in the sense that they mean you gotta think about things totally different. The way you've been thinking about things is changing. You got to do something else, and that's perfect because this is right after a full moon. A full moon isn't ending. You got to reorient yourself now to these changes, to things that are coming into your life, and think about them in different ways. And for you, you're going to have to think very differently, not only about yourself, but about what you do on the daily basis, about your routines. Something's got to change there. You got to do something differently in that way, or your job could also be your job, and something's got to change over here, and just deep things that are going on in your life. Could also be financial too. You have to think about your finances differently. You have to think about the things that you want and desire inside differently before you can move forward and put them in another perspective. We also do have the sun in your 12th house making a quincunx over here with Saturn in your 5th of happiness. So you also have to think very differently about what makes you happy and what makes you comfortable inside as well, and how you can cultivate more of those things, okay? Because right now, these areas that I'm talking about may not be working too well together. Maybe you don't feel happy. Maybe you're feeling as though you're happy, but then these happy things are making you uncomfortable, and you think you got to think about these things in different ways so you're not driving yourself crazy. All right, so that's what I have for you this week. All right, I think a lot of focus for you is going to be here on partnerships, because the moon's going to pass over the south node, maybe partnerships from the past, and on getting some insights about some changes that you're making, because that's where the moon is going to be most of the week. All right, now your card for the week is the 5 of Pentacles upright. Okay, this is an interesting card because it does indicate not feeling that good this week. All right, especially with so much going on in your 12th house here, stuff going on inside you got to work out, not feeling quite right. So that could be a little bit hard for you, feeling a little bit uncomfortable, not feeling quite right this week. But the message of this card is, even when you're not feeling right, even when you're feeling like you're in the dark here, when you're alone and it's cold outside, no one's there, people are there to help you in the unlikeliest places, okay? It's like when you're feeling down, there's only no place to go but up, all right? So this week, don't be afraid to take help from people you might not think could help you, okay? And don't be afraid to see the bright side and things that maybe don't look so bright, because there is a silver lining there to everything, all right? So that's what I got for you this week. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on Facebook, like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later. Bye.